Hi, and welcome to the 6th episode of 5 in 5. You can find a link to all of the websites at the bottom of the screen at bit.ly/5in5-6. Our first site is a Google Chrome extension. It's to be used in the internet browser Google Chrome. If you're like me, you usually have multiple tabs open at once, and this makes life much easier for internet browsing with multiple tabs. When you go to OneTab's website, you'll just click Add OneTab Now, and it will appear to the right of your URL address bar. Then, when you have multiple tabs open, you just click that OneTab icon, and all of your tabs come together. So this is an example of 4 sites that I use OneTab for. So then when you go back into OneTab, you can open each site individually, or you can restore all, and you can also share all of these websites that you've put together in OneTab as a web page. Our next tool is Weebly, which is great for class websites, sharing resources, and student portfolios. It's actually what I use for my website, talktechwithme.com. Their free version is great. It gives you tons of templates and custom options to build a website. They also have an education version that allows you to create student accounts where they will have their own website and be able to edit and manage all of their website content on their own. However, you as the teacher will have ultimate control over that. The student sites can actually be public or private. That way it's limited on who can see the content, and you can give the class a password to enter the private sites. Editing your web pages are super easy. You get tons of options that you can include on your web pages, and it's literally as easy as picking one of these options and dragging and dropping it onto the page. You don't need to have any HTML or website or coding experience to be able to do this. However, there is an embed code option which allows advanced users more opportunity to make the most of HTML. And there's also an option to blog, which I think is another great option for student accounts. Google's reading level search allows the user to view results based on different reading levels. So all you do is you just go to Google like normal, and after you enter your search term, you'll click on Search Tools, and then you click on All Results and select Reading Level from the drop-down. You'll then get a screen that gives you the percentage of all of the results based on the 3 different reading levels. And if you click one of those reading levels, it will filter the results and only show you results in Google based on that reading level. Our 4th tool is called IFT, and it stands for If This, Then That. And IFT allows you to create recipes that make your life easier by allowing multiple applications to essentially talk to one another. There are honestly so many options that it's hard to sort of summarize right now. We're actually going to use the example of saving an email attachment to Dropbox. So when you create a recipe, you walk through the different steps. So first we're going to choose the If This Happens. And you can see that you have tons of applications that you can link up together. So we'll use Gmail first. And with each different application, you have different options to choose from. So we'll select any new attachment. So now that we have our first application selected, we'll need to tell IFT what to do with that. And you get some different options. So now you see that you have OneNote as an option. We have Evernote, Dropbox, things like that. So we are going to go with Dropbox. And again, what are we going to do? We're going to add the file attachment to Dropbox. So then we can review our recipe, and you can actually narrow it down even more in the final stages before. So we could say any email with a certain subject line, add that attachment to Dropbox, or add it to this folder within Dropbox. So tons and tons of different options here to set reminders for yourself, help simplify your classroom, and really just help simplify your life, which any teacher can use something to help simplify their life with everything that you have on your plate. Our last tool is Symbaloo, and Symbaloo is just a visual way to bookmark your sites. It's really easy to use. If you look up top, you'll see different tabs where Symbaloo calls web mixes so that you can categorize all of the websites. To add a bookmark, you just simply click an empty box and you'll get a screen, and you just paste in your URL and click Save. And then your bookmark will be included in the web mix. And that concludes the 6th episode of 5 and 5. Thanks so much for tuning in.